70,000 people, one stadium, one night that changed everything. The United States hadn't hosted a World Cup match in 32 years. They hadn't scored 4 goals in a single World Cup game ever. And then a 22-year-old kid from New York City, who grew up in London, who almost played for Nigeria, stepped onto that pitch and made history. This is how it happened. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, 48 teams, 3 countries, 104 matches. And it all came down to this: the United States playing on home soil for the first time since 1994. The pressure was unimaginable. The entire country was watching. Hollywood stars packed the stands. Katy Perry had just performed the opening show. The atmosphere was electric. But Paraguay, don't sleep on them. In qualifying, they conceded just 10 goals in 18 matches, one of the tightest defenses in South America. They came here to suffocate, to grind, to embarrass the hosts on their own turf. And for the first 6 minutes, it almost looked like they might do exactly that. Then the 7th minute happened. 7 minutes in, USA pushes forward, the press is relentless. Christian Pulisic, the captain, the heartbeat of this team, drives at the Paraguay backline. The defense scrambles, and then Paraguay's own defender, Damian Bobadilla, turns the ball into his own net. The stadium erupts. 70,000 Americans on their feet, and Bobadilla just stood there, staring at the ground, knowing he had handed the hosts the perfect start. But Paraguay didn't panic. They never do. They kept pressing. They kept probing. They forced goalkeeper Matt Freese into an early save. This game was far from over, or so they thought. Now, let me tell you about Folarin Balogun, born in New York City, raised in London, eligible for the USA, England, and Nigeria, and he chose the United States. A lot of people questioned that decision. Was he good enough for the biggest stage? Could he handle the weight of a nation on his shoulders? 31st minute, Christian Pulisic receives the ball. One touch, perfect weight, slides it through to Balogun. One touch, finish, goal. And Balogun didn't scream, he didn't go wild, he just pointed to the sky, calm, controlled, dangerous. USA 2, Paraguay 0. And the noise inside that stadium was something the World Cup hadn't heard in 3 decades. By the 40th minute, something remarkable was happening. The USA wasn't just winning, they were toying with Paraguay. The combination play, the press, the hunger. Commentators were saying it live. This is the best half of football the USMNT has ever played. And then came the moment that made history. 45 minutes plus 5 minutes of added time. Most teams coast into halftime with a 2-0 lead. Not this USA team. Balogun receives the ball on the edge of the box. One defender, then 2. Both close in. He doesn't care. Boom. 3-0. A brace for Folarin Balogun. And here is why that number matters so much. The last American to score a brace at a World Cup? 1930. That is not a typo. 1930. 96 years of World Cup football, and no American had done what this 22-year-old just did. The halftime whistle blew. USA 3, Paraguay 0. The crowd was delirious, but deep down everyone knew Paraguay wasn't finished. Second half, Paraguay came out with fire, more aggression, more pace, more desperation. And in the 73rd minute, they found their goal. Mauricio, cool finish. Paraguay finally on the board. USA 3, Paraguay 1. And just like that, the nerves crept back in. Could Paraguay mount a comeback? It had happened before at World Cups. Stranger things had been witnessed on this stage. The crowd started to murmur. The USA players looked at each other. 2 minutes passed, then 5, then 10. Paraguay kept pushing. USA kept defending. The clock ticked. 85 minutes, 87, 89, 90 minutes. The board went up. 8 minutes of added time. And then came the moment nobody expected, especially from the player who came off the bench. Gio Reyna, son of Claudio Reyna, a World Cup legend himself. He came on as a substitute, fresh legs, clear mind, 90 plus 8 minutes, deep in stoppage time. USA build from the back, quick passes, 1-2s, the ball falls to Reyna on the edge of the area. He doesn't hesitate, strikes it, 4-1, game over, and in that moment a piece of football history was complete. Father and son, both now World Cup goal scorers for the United States.
The 24th father-son duo to achieve that milestone in World Cup history. The final whistle blew, Los Angeles Stadium shook, and the United States of America had just recorded the greatest World Cup victory in their history. USA 4, Paraguay 1. Let's put this in perspective. In 96 years of World Cup football, the United States had never scored 4 goals in a single game. Never. Tonight, they didn't just match the record, they shattered it.
Folarin Balogun, the New Yorker raised in London, ended the night with 2 goals, a man-of-the-match performance, and a place in American football history forever. Defensively, Paraguay, one of the tightest teams in CONMEBOL, managed just 1 shot on target all night. 1. USA now sit top of Group D. Their next opponents, Australia and then Turkey, will have watched this game tonight, and they will be very, very worried. Is this the year? Is this finally the year the United States men's national team proves they belong among the elite of world football? After tonight, it is hard to argue otherwise. That was the full story of USA's historic 4-1 destruction of Paraguay at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Balogun with the brace, Reyna with the stunner, and an entire nation that finally dared to believe. If you want the full breakdown of Brazil versus Morocco, one of the most anticipated matches of this entire World Cup, make sure you subscribe right now and hit that bell. We will be posting the preview very soon. Drop a comment below. Do you think the USA can go all the way in 2026? Let me know. And as always, see you at the next match.